Okay, so you sent her a letter.
Yes.
To me, because it was a security building, and there was no...
Stop for a second.
Okay.
Sound like a very intelligent, together lady, right? And you just told me that you were really happy with where you were staying, and you were going to stay there until you found a permanent apartment.
Right.
But you moved.
Right.
Into a different motel.
Right.
One that he was happier with.
Right. I moved.
Why?
I decided to take his offer up.
Why?
Because I moved after we moved the refrigerator, called me in there, and he threw me down on the mattress and started making sexual moves on me.
And he left.
After some screaming and yelling, left when he got ready to leave.
So that's when you filed a complaint of sexual harassment. His car, and he wanted you to help him take the truck back.
Right.
And what happened then?
I didn't open the door for him.
Why?
Because I was upset with him because of what he had tried to do.
He was calling and asking you for what?
And I asked him not to call me again, and that I will pay him his money.
So did you pay him the money?
No, I did not. Because
Why?
Because he kept harassing me.
Just a minute. Why didn't you pay him the money? Maybe if you paid him the money, he would stop harassing you. Maybe if you paid him the bill, he would feel as if he wasn't so used.
Yeah.
And then he would leave you alone.
That 27 years old was you started it.
Well, Miss Lewis, you started it. Let me tell you something. And I'm telling you right now, the story that's coming through my head is an older lady with a lot more experience has a guy 5, 6 years younger than she is, who was clearly smitten with her. And what's coming out of her mouth is, no, no, yes, yes. No, no,
No.
yes, yes.
No.
She may be saying no, no, but her eyes are saying yes, yes. And your response was to try to injure him in his profession, which was a security guard. That's not fair. Miss Lewis, you know that he wants romance and you don't. You don't use him.
He took advantage of me.
Oh, baloney.
He did.
Oh.
He knew that I lived out here by myself.
Nobody takes advantage of you, madam. I've known you for 5 minutes, and I can tell you right now, nobody takes advantage of you.
Here I have a greeting card from her, dated April 4th. And the title says, "To the Man of My Dreams."
Can I see it?
So,
Just a minute.
This card was not intended for him.
Well, why don't you try to explain that to me, Miss Lewis? How did he come into possession of a card that wasn't meant for him? Why don't you try to tell me that?
He took it out of my briefcase when he was giving me a ride to work.
Who was it intended for?
Someone else?
Someone else who also moved furniture?
No.
I don't believe you. I don't believe you. Once I dreamed of someone special, now I know that I was dreaming of you. And then in order to get rid of him, you filed a complaint against him for sexual harassment. Oh, yes, that's exactly what you did.
You don't know that it's not true?
Oh, I know that it's not true, madam. I know that you used him.
That's not true.
You used him. You knew he was smitten with you. You used him. And when you were finished with him and he wouldn't leave you alone, in order to get rid of him so that you didn't have to look at him anymore, you filed an allegation of sexual harassment against him that was ultimately investigated and dismissed because you have been reinstated, correct?
And it was not the first of its kind.
I haven't asked you about your history either. Right?